Imagine stepping onto a massive grass field with 21 other people sprinting around you, and you have absolutely no idea where you're supposed to stand. That's how most people feel watching their first football game. But what if I told you that a modern football team is built exactly like a medieval army? Once you see it, you will never watch the World Cup the same way again. Today, you're going to learn every single football position, what they actually do, and why the game is secretly a giant chess match. Let's start with the easiest one to spot, the goalkeeper. This is the only player on the pitch allowed to use their hands. Their job? Stop the ball from going into that massive 24-foot wide net. But here is why they actually matter. A great goalkeeper isn't just a shot. They are the directors of the defense. They can see the entire field. Think of them like the general sitting at the back of the battlefield, shouting orders. Manuel Neuer of Germany completely changed this position by rushing out of his penalty area to act as an extra defender. Crazy fact. Goalkeepers run the least, usually about 3 miles a game, but they have the highest vertical leaps of any player on the pitch. But what about the guys directly in front of them? Meet the defenders. These are the guys forming a wall in front of the goalkeeper. First, we have the center backs. They play right in the middle of the defense. Their entire purpose is to be big, intimidating, and stop the other team's fastest players from getting near the goal. Why do they matter? Because if your center backs fail, your goalkeeper is completely exposed. Virgil van Dijk is a perfect example. He's huge, fast, and reads the game like a supercomputer. Center backs are almost always the tallest players on the team, often standing well over 6'3", just so they can head the ball away from danger. But the center backs need help on the edges. That's where the fullbacks come in. They play on the wide left and wide right sides of the defense. Traditionally, their job was just to stop attacks from the sidelines. But here is the counterintuitive part about modern football. Today's fullbacks actually spend half their time attacking. It's like a defensive lineman suddenly becoming a wide receiver. Players like Trent Alexander-Arnold are technically defenders, but they get some of the most assists on the team. So, if the defenders are at the back, who runs the middle of the pitch? That's where the real magic happens. Welcome to the engine room. The midfielders. These players operate in the center of the field, linking the defense to the attack. They are the heartbeat of the team. We break them down into 3 types. First, the defensive midfielder. They sit just in front of the defense. They are the ultimate disruptors. Their job is to break up the other team's attacks before they even start. N'Golo Kante is famous for this. He runs so much that fans joke he covers 30% of the earth, while water covers the rest. And they aren't far off. Midfielders regularly run over 8 miles in a single 90-minute game. Then you have the central midfielders, the playmakers. They dictate the pace of the game. If the team needs to slow down, they pass it backward. If they need to attack, they push forward. They are the point guards of football. Finally, the attacking midfielders. These are the artists. Their sole purpose is to create scoring chances. They operate in tight spaces, slipping deadly passes through the defense. Kevin De Bruyne is a master at this, seeing passing angles that literally look like a video game glitch. But all these passes mean nothing if there's no one to put the ball in the net. Which brings us to the glory hunters, the forwards, the players whose jerseys everyone buys. First, the wingers. They play high up the pitch on the far left and right edges. Their job is pure speed and chaos. They take the ball, sprint down the sidelines, and cut inside to shoot or pass. Think of Lionel Messi. They isolate a defender, use pure skill to get past them, and cause absolute panic. Why do they matter? Because they stretch the defense apart, creating massive holes in the middle, And who exploits those holes? The striker, the ultimate weapon. The striker plays right in the middle, closest to the opponent's goal. Their only real job is to score, period. Erling Haaland is a perfect example. He barely touches the ball during a game. Seriously, he might only touch it 10 times in 90 minutes. But 2 of those touches will be goals. Here is the wildest thing about strikers. Statistically, even the best strikers in the world miss about 80% of their shots. But because they score the goals that win games, they get paid the most money and get all the fame. It's the ultimate high-risk, high-reward position. So let's pull this all together. You have the goalkeeper acting as the ultimate safety net, the defenders building an unbreakable wall, the midfielders acting as the engine room that keeps the whole machine moving, and the forwards serving as the tip of the spear to strike the final blow. Every single position relies entirely on the others. A great striker is useless if the midfield can't get them the ball. A great goalkeeper will eventually crack if the defenders don't help them out. That is why football is the most popular sport on earth. It's not just a bunch of people kicking a ball around. It's 11 moving parts working together in real time, trying to outsmart the 11 moving parts on the other side. Now, the next time you turn on a World Cup match, you won't just see 22 players running around aimlessly. You'll see the chess match happening right in front of your eyes. If this video finally made football click for you, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the beautiful game, and I'll see you in the next one.